and then that will start, and I can continue on with this. Wait a minute. Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to Create Arcane Engineering. Yeah, it's a dark, gloomy day, and I fancied streaming some more of this. Ignore the fact that this path is not in the right place. It needs to be moved over one way or the other. I've not quite worked out which way yet. Anyway, I am working today down in here because I need to just put this on here. Right. Yes. So, Arcane. So this is the spiritual successor to Above and Beyond that was made, sort of fan-made, using the new Create 5.0, which does a lot of just stuff. Namely, trains. That's the big thing. So the big thing is trains, which is why upstairs I've got trains. But one of the other cool things that it has is the elevator, because one of the most common things for people to use Create 4 is to build elevators, because it's a lot better than using ladders or water elevators or anything along those lines. You can just sort of do stuff and make elevators work. So they decided to put it into a block, you could say this is a contraption, and you put your elevator contacts down in the right place, and it all just sort of, well, works. So I can go up using the elevator, and I can go to any of my floors. Includes a basement, yeah. So I need to go up because it's daylight. So I've got this mainline track that kind of runs through this mountain. Everything that's in the mountain, on the mountain that I'm going to, anything that's sort of not for biofuel or rubber, basically anything sort of mechanical, is slowly being moved into the other mountain. This includes the anthracite, which I'm moving today because I need to. I need to make green dye. So everything from out here needs to be moved over. Unfortunately, inventory size scales means I can't just move it all in one go. This is to make chromatic compound and green dye. So yes, so I'm just grabbing all the bits and just having a bit of a general clean-up of all these components, because I'm going to need all of it. The downside is that I'm going to basically be spilling fluids everywhere, but oh well. I can deal with that another time. That goes there. I'm going to need that one. I'm also going to need to make a beacon at some point. That's going to be fun, because it means killing a wither. And I'm not really geared up for boss fighting at the moment. I'm also going to need to go to the end, though. There is. So I will need to make shadow steel, which is made by dropping some sort of ingot. I'm not entirely sure what. Can't remember. Into the void, and then it floats up, turning into void steel. It could be iron, unsure. Anyway, that will increase. That will make my life a lot easier with making radiant casing. Which means that I basically have to either travel to the end for that and build a base at the end, which means defeating the Ender Dragon, which I hate that fight, or I could break the bedrock in the overworld and do it through there, which may be easier, maybe. That will mean looking up the way that people actually break bedrock, because it's not easy. It's quite complicated, but it's using it's timing pistons and TNT to kind of basically break the bedrock. It's doable. I've just never done it before. I know you can do it because I've watched certain videos of people doing it, but yeah. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be an interesting little quest to do at some point, but not at the moment, because green dye beckons. Right, so I have this set up. This isn't exactly how it's going to look. This will probably be over there, and all sorts. Things are going to move around a bit. But the one thing that I do need to do is put that where? Put it here for now, I think, and that's fine. I think this is all pretty much set up. So hold on. Sulfur goes into here. It goes along here. Sulfur comes out of here, and it goes into here. And what it also needs to do is not do that. Let's just do it nice and slowly. So that makes sulfuric acid, and that happens. What I can also do is, if I've got a lever, put the lever up here so I can at least just stop that for the minute. So that's going through there. Over here, however, is going to be glowstone. And once again, I want to just slow that right down. So when I do that, one of them just comes through. It's fine. That makes that stuff, which then makes dichromic acid. Right, that's that bit done. That then fills up that one. So what this is doing is it's dropping. So it's filling this block up with water from here, and it's making sulfuric acid that's then pulled out via a smart fluid pipe that's only letting sulfuric acid pass into this tank, and then that fills up that one. This will then take the anthracite run, which is kind of made from here. So I put tar in here, that makes a thing that gets put into there, which then gets dropped into the sulfuric acid, which then goes down. There's a belt down the bottom, up here, into here, down, and then along and up here and into here. And I think that's all of them done. Did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, done. Right. That goes down. Would help if I cut into the right part. Yeah. So that needs to go into there. That belt isn't running. Why isn't that belt running? I think that belt needs to run. Right. What I can do is these belts can run at the same time. Let me just grab some more of them. I've probably got some more of them. not, I've got some of them. There we go. That goes in there. Like that. Then that can go there. It's a bit sloppy, but it's fine. Right, so that is now running through there. So that can all be filled up. So that zombies don't spawn in there, basically. So that's all done. The only thing that will need to be done is to sort that out, but that's fine. Right, well, I need to get tar. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a problem because I don't have any. I've gone through my entire stock of tar. So, I need to get diamonds. So I need to get that sturdy machine going. Okay. Diamonds means mining. I don't want to do mining. I'm hoping... Oh, well, there is another way I could do diamonds. But that would mean getting my... I'm going to have to go mining, aren't I? Fine, we're going mining. I need to get some stuff before I do that. Namely, actually, what I should also do is just check down here. What I should do also is get a board up so that I can easily see the levels of fluid in this area, specifically lava, because I don't have a lot. Everything should be running right. Why isn't this running out of sand? No, out of that stuff. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. Because I need to take the train. Let me just grab some coal. Do I have any sticks? No, I don't. I'll grab some on my way. Right. Back we go with the train. So this train hooks up the Skystone area to the main factory. This is to make redstone, really, so that you can make the redstone continuous cycle. In Above and Beyond, they did it in the way. And so you would find your Skystone out in the world, and then you could just keep reusing it. This time you kind of have to use redstone on a block that creates the Skystone, and then you can't move the block. That's part of the problem. So I'm forced to use a train. I say forced. Every Above and Beyond style factory does need to have a train at some point. It's actually the big drawback of Above and Beyond is that trains were added just after Above and Beyond came out. Ooh, there we go. No. There we go. Right. I can go downstairs. In fact, I will just grab some wood while I'm up here. Oh dear. I have a lot of these little trinkets on that do things like allow me to break blocks just by punching them and actually break them. That's up to stone, I think. I can't remember, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that I can do. thanks to my little trinkets. I can swim really fast and that sort of thing. So this is the little thing that kind of makes the skystone into a liquid. Important thing to do actually if you're doing this is to put a smart fluid pipe on this, because otherwise you get water in the system, and you don't want that. Alright, now how did I get down to the mines before? I think I found a lot of diamonds here in the past, you see. That's why I'm coming back this way. I've got this big sort of mining machine to get the skystone out. I think it's down here. I went mining for absolutely forever because I was looking for diamonds and didn't find any. And came down here because I was looking for iron or something, and it's just like, yeah, I am quite literally just tripping over diamonds. But I need, well, as many as I can, really. If I can just find a decent vein of it, then fine. Where are we at? So I don't have my the map that I would usually use. We're down at Y3. Yeah, that'd be perfect. If I can quickly find a vein of tough. I need tough actually for a project that I've got a lot of projects on the go. I'm trying to complete some of them. That's iron, which I'm in a bit of an interesting state with iron at the moment. I will grab all the iron I can find anyway, but let's make sure that we don't get zombie spawns down here. Creepers, something along those lines. Lapis is good. But yeah. Oh god. It's this randomonium ore which I need to break, and I might get something useful. Probably not. It's fine. On we go. There we go, some diamonds. Perfect. That's excellent. Okay, let's grab the diamonds, 6 of them. That's perfect, that's all I need. And the train should be loaded up now with the stuff that I need. Really, you know, there's a whole bunch of things that I could do to make the trains an awful lot more efficient. It's just I've not done it yet. You know, use of train stations so that you can actually stop in the right place. Using schedules to allow mobs to drive the trains for you. You know, these are things that you can do just to make the trains automatic. It's just that I've not got around to it yet because there's all sorts of other things that need to be done. Yeah, it's a fun mod pack, but there's a lot of things that you end up needing to do. Have a quick look through here to see if there's anything useful in here that I might want. Probably not. Not at the moment. Because I probably need to come back here anyway for something. Right, it's daytime, which is excellent. And I can go on and get the train moving. And it will go a lot faster now that it's turned around. I do want to turn it into something that looks a little bit more like a train rather than this. It doesn't look good. I'm always astounded by what people create in the Create mod. The trains that they build that are just like, how on earth did you make something that looks that good and that much like a train? Just make sure we're switching our tracks as we're going forwards. I can't do that because that train station isn't in the right place. Otherwise it would stop on a dime, exactly where I need it to. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Right. Now it's now running through the system. Good. Diamonds and a sturdy machine. That's what I need. for this build. I do need to make more sturdy casings. Ooh, don't want to do that now. Well, no, I need to drop some stuff off at the main factory first. There is also the option of adding shaders. It's just that I don't really like the shaders very much on this pack. Plus, I want to make sure that my computer can actually handle the game. You know, it's running at 40 frames, which is fine. There's a little bit of stutter here and there. So what I'm basically doing here is I'm doing so I'm making tar. This is sort of the big thing that I need to make. I need to make tar so that that system will run. And by doing that, I need to then do a whole bunch of other things down here with pressure and all sorts of fun stuff. So I can work on the dam a bit later. That's going to be a later job. By the end of today, though, I do want to finally just have this green dye. So I need to use that. Right, okay. That gets combined with this to make a refinery output. And then we run over here. At which point we realise we don't actually have any lava. But it goes in there. So that will... so refinery controller... Eventually this refinery controller will be downstairs along with all this stuff. Because, yeah, that's just where it needs to go. But for the moment, it's all kind of... Because I don't want to break this block and lose the oil. So I'm kind of having to leave it here. Right, let's go downstairs. Let's get the lava and get the... Well, we're going down into the basement. The basement is an interesting place. And usually the basement would involve going down a very long set of stairs, but thankfully I've got an elevator to do that. There's some quite impressive views as well. So yeah, this all needs to come out. All that needs to come out. This sort of main floor at the moment with where the rail line is, I want it to look as good as this bit does, and actually sort of finish the ceiling, get rid of the torches, add some proper sort of lighting in. Right, it's down to B for basement / bedrock. This is a long drop. So this is the new factory floor. It's not been fully decorated yet. That's something I'm slowly getting around to doing. And then we've got quite a long drop here till we get to the next floor down, which was going to be the new factory floor. The new factory floor, but I changed my mind and repurposed the old factory floor into the new factory floor, and just improved on it. So now we've got this bit where we've got our... so these ropes here, they are rope pulleys that are attached to item vault blocks, 3x3 item vault blocks, which pull up resources from bedrock that are being made down in bedrock at bedrock level, and that's being hauled up. Not automatically though. I need to go along every so often and sort of drop them and raise them. But that does lava, clay, cobble, gravel, and sand, I believe. There's and flint. So I've got a good supply of basic resources that I would need to build things like grout, and this was the new factory floor. Grout, concrete, all that sort of thing. And pretty soon, I think we'll be heading into the basement. Well, I will need to do a whole bunch of stuff with buckets in order to get my next sturdy machine up. Which is this little contraption here that just makes sturdy plating. Which I have 6. And I need a little bit more than that. As you can see, none of this is automatic yet. I want to get rid of these lava pools really because it's kind of dangerous having them lying around. One thing that I have learnt about the elevator, well, 2 things I've learnt about the elevator. The first is actually block up your area so creepers can't land on it. That was embarrassing. And the second thing that I learned is if you log off when you're on an elevator and then log back on again, you will basically pass through the elevator if it's in motion and fall into lava because there's lava under there. Because everything's lava around here. It's kind of why I chose this sort of big chasm, because I wouldn't need to sort of open it up by hand. But it already looks okay. With a little bit of effort, I think it could look really good. Yeah, that's a challenge for another day. Item drains only hold 1.5 buckets. That's why I kind of have to hang around and wait for this to empty. So yes, this is just making the sturdy sheets, which I will need for other things, and I can also use that to make some tanks as well. That's quite a lot of iron that's being moved over. I need to upgrade all of this as well. This needs another pass through at some point, just to upgrade it all. I will probably empty this this lake into here. What I do want to do, again, projects. I've got a lot of projects. There we go. I've just been knocked into lava by something. Bet that was a creeper. Which... oh, that's given me a little bit of a problem. I'm going to have to teleport up. Oh no, there we go. Right. That has made my life a little easier because I will... when a creeper explodes next to the elevator, it damages the elevator, so it knocks it out of being a contraption. Now what I need to do is go to the top, which thankfully I've died and I can now do that. And I can just reattach the elevator basically, and then call it up and go down, and then yeah. How that creeper spawned, who knows? It's quite annoying. There we go. Let's set it up again. So that should now haul it up. I hate creepers. What I really should do is add some mega torches. These things. Which I could, in theory, just make. Yeah, basically prevent natural spawning of hostile monsters in... I can't remember if it's 16 by 16 radius or 32 by 32, but it's something along those lines. It's huge. So that will be something to look into eventually, but it's a very, very long way down. Technically I could jump when it gets to about there. I'll do some damage to myself, but we'll wait. I do need to haul up these two. Anyway, so while I'm here, we'll just... oh well, that one's dropping. The iron's coming up. Yeah, I've got a fair amount of iron now. I went through a bit of a phase of just not having any iron. It's just it's annoying because it just takes so long to do anything, especially when you're having to build all these item vaults. There's a lot of them to pull these up. Okay, and let's pull that one up as well. While I'm waiting for this elevator to come up. Right. This elevator is here. Let's go down to, yeah, it's all set up. You can name the elevator sort of contacts. So these are just standard redstone contacts. So the elevator contacts, you name them. You right click and you can name them. So you can have, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you want to, you can letter them or whatever. So, you could have a basement, you could have a sub-basement if you wanted, and, do it that way. There is also some, I think you can like hook in the Nixie tubes to the elevator contacts, and that will actually tell you where an elevator is. I believe it's really good stuff. It's Minecraft changing stuff. Right, speaking of Minecraft changing, you got what was it? We got the autocrafter or something coming along. And it's like, the autocrafter. Well, that's been in Buildcraft since a long time ago. It's like, Minecraft is finally getting autocrafting. It's only been about 10 years or something since Buildcraft did it. Because the hopper was a Buildcraft thing originally, and that got put into Minecraft. Hoppers are just so useful for everything. But, anyway, what I was going to do actually today was complain about YouTube and the advertising. Part of the reason why I do these streams is like, what's going on in the world of gaming today? Right, yeah, YouTube are being weird again. Couldn't see that one coming. I need to actually set my character up again. This is why I hate dying, because I need to set up my character all over again. Get my flippers on. Those might just go on automatically. Digging claws. A shock pendant. All that has gone on perfectly well. Sometimes it can be a bit funny, but alright, good. Right, so a little bit more lava. There must be a dark corner or something, or maybe it kind of dropped in from there and then wandered down. I reckon I'm going to do that bucket. I'm going to take these buckets up with me, and along with all of these, I will switch these over. So I've got my digging claws. On this arm, and then my power glove on the other. I think it just looks better to have the little digging claws out. Right, so I should have everything that I need now. I've got the sturdy sheet so I can make a new tank, and lava so that I can run some machines and start getting this tar going. Oh wait, I don't need to go up to. I need to go to there. If you realise you're going to the wrong floor, you can also just very easily change it, which is nice. It's just a nice sort of thing. Right. Well. Yeah. With YouTube being YouTube with this ad block. So I had a YouTube ad blocker on, and the reason why I started using ad blocker, and I don't think this is a particularly uncommon view actually. The reason why I started using an ad blocker was because the amount of adverts were getting ridiculous. YouTube allowed people to add adverts every sort of 10 minutes or so. And there's also no limit on how short a video can be, I don't think, without them sticking an advert in the start of it. So if it's just like a little clip or something, you know, like a little Simpsons clip or something, 7 seconds long clip, alright? Well, before you can watch that clip, that little 7-second clip, you've first got to watch a 15-second advert. So in some cases, the adverts are longer than the videos that you're watching. And I find that ridiculous. You know, so I've turned off my ad blocker for the moment so that I don't get spammed with that message saying, oh, ad blockers aren't allowed on YouTube. If YouTube, A, fixed their adverts so that adverts weren't imposing, and B, curated their adverts so you didn't get adverts for utter junk, you know, scams, gambling. Gambling is quite big to advertise on YouTube, which is a bit of a problem. But yeah, if they fixed their systems so that the adverts were better, I don't think people would have a problem in actually watching them, because people don't. It's just, yeah, it's sort of this the unfortunate greed of it all. It's just not good. You know, it's actually made me less interested to watch things on YouTube now, because I know that I'm going to get adverts at the start, and it's not just going to be like 5-second adverts or even like 15-second adverts. It's not just going to be that. You're going to get 2 of them, so you potentially up to 30 seconds of adverts before the start of the video, and potential for adverts in the middle and at the end of videos as well. So there's so longer videos like music videos. Even music videos are not exempt from this. So I watched a music video for November Rain. Originally Guns N' Roses, it was a cover, and they put an advert in the middle of the song, and that is not that song. Any other song, no, you just don't do it with music videos. Do it at the start, don't do it in the middle, because it just ruins the song. And oh god, so many adverts do, and they do things like they amp up the audio. You have people who are the Mr. Beast honey advert always used to really annoy me, because you go from the video that you're watching to his the way that he does his videos. They're very sort of yelly, they're very shouty. So you kind of get all of that at the start, and it's not ideal, really. You know, Mr. Beast is just not my style of content creator. That's fine, but yeah, YouTube just needs. If YouTube wants people to watch their ads, they need to fix their ad system. They need to curate it. They need to make sure that they're not running adverts for websites that have been marked as potentially hazardous. Like there's a whole chain of like these shops that are basically, they're designed that they're never going to make any money, which means that you have to kind of think, well, why? You know, what's going on here? And there are some sites that have been linked to potential espionage. But YouTube is still running the adverts. They don't really care. Yeah, so it's been an interesting week of just running YouTube without an ad blocker and seeing what ads pop up, and yeah, it's actually made me want to use it less. You know, I like to have a little bit of background noise when doing stuff, you know, playing Minecraft, whatever. But YouTube, I will probably end up using less for that, because I don't want to sit through adverts, and I don't want to have these adverts just suddenly popping up in the middle of what I'm watching all the time. Alright, okay. Anyway, I need some train casings. I put them down somewhere and I don't know where. I suspect they're in one of the chests. So, have a bit of a hunt around. I've still got my diamonds. And I've still got the sturdy stuff, so I can quickly knock up a couple of tanks. This is my quest to get green dye. It sounds ridiculous, but green dye is a little bit more complicated to make than anything else. It needs water. It needs the like cactus green, that sort of thing, that sort of green dye, and it needs this anthracite stuff. Right, I'm looking for train casings. No, none in there. I've got all these places where they could be. I think that they're probably up here. So I dumped a whole load of stuff without necessarily thinking about what it was I was dumping. Right, train casing, train casing, train casing. There we go. So we put that train casing in there. Surround it with that. Get a sturdy mechanism. That then goes into there. Combined with a diamond, we get that bit. We now have all the bits that we need to make tar. And now what I need to do is I need to make the tanks that are going to carry the heavy oil that I might need to move to make tar. Refinery output is that. I need that, I need that. I will also need that because I want to make a second tank as well. In fact, I can just make 3. Why not? Small fluid tanks. Excellent. Small fluid tanks, a little bit more versatile than the create tanks, because the create tanks you can't directly take out of them using a bucket, and you can't carry the fluids in them. Small fluid tanks, you can do both of those things. So wherever I've got these fluid tanks, I can replace them with these fluid tanks. And that one goes in there. That was an old heat pipe. That one goes into there. That then shorts out all of this stuff. Okay. That's going to connect those two together. I'll work this one out in a minute. In fact, I could just use them as buckets, so I don't even need to do this. This is... Yeah. They're essentially like big buckets. Anything going there, some of it will. Right, okay. So now I need to put the lava into here. That will heat that up, and that will start making oh god, wait a minute. That's going to that's going in there. That's making that. Just make sure that these aren't. Wait, no, because they'll be going into the tanks above. No, they're all the same. Right. So why are they not making anything? Warnings. Yes, insulate. It's always on. That should be... Oh, is it because it isn't actually complete? I need one more. I need one more. Fine. That's not a hard task to do. It's just a bit of a... I could just pinch that one. I'm just pinching this one. Wait a minute, where's my tank gone? It's got gasoline in it. Hold on. There we go. That should... Right. Let's try this. Right, let's try this. Okay, so lava goes down there. There we go. Right. That's going to be pulling out the refined oil, I think, into a tank that's out the back. That's fine. In a future version of this, the refined oil will go out into here, and then this will all be done with pressure rather than with lava. But I can't move this yet, so yeah, it's fine. So let's do it like this. That can go there because it's got some gasoline in it. There's some lights. That's some heavy oil. That's basically all I need. Because if I now go through down to the new factory, that will make me the tar. Using the other method of doing it, which doesn't require pressure, which I will always prefer because it doesn't involve needing pressure. Pressure can be very fiddly. I will need to do more of that, but not at the moment. Right, so we go down to -1. We drop off the heavy oil into the fractioning thingamajig, and yeah, I'll need to sort all this out. Need to finish this section at some point and get this moved over by a couple so that it's going up this way. Decorate, you know, all that stuff. That should be the bottom, I think. Yeah. That's putting the tar into there. We've got the refined fuel, so you can't use lava with this. It's not hot enough, so you need to use refined fuel with the tar. And yeah, that's a much better way of doing it. You do need to use the original one. You can't use a fractioning still to create what you need for out of the crude oil. You need to do it this way, I think. This is a bit annoying because actually, can you? Yeah, it's oh no, I can do it. Huh. Okay, that will be the way to do it in the future, for this system at least. You won't get the refined oil, but then so that you wouldn't be able to make plastic out of it, that doesn't matter because I've got an entire biodiesel facility that's slowly being made that will do that instead. Right, that is now good to go. In theory, I just need to move it. One short, of course I am. Okay. I probably have a crank in one of these. Yep, one of these. Right, so let's say okay, that can go in there. I need cogs. Just saw some. There we go. Right. That's all the things that we needed from there. That goes, empty vials goes there. Right, so this goes into here. That needs to go. Oh, damn it. I've got just too much stuff in my inventory at the moment. I need that. Right. That's that. So that now goes down. That goes through there. And let's do it one per thing. Okay. Well, that's all going through there. That then goes into here. Okay. Oh, it's not done the thing that I need it to do. Basically, I need to. The idea is that it goes into the chromic acid, like so, and it falls through, and hopefully I can then pick it up. No, it's going straight through. It is going straight through, isn't it? Because this doesn't have a thing to block it. Now, for whatever reason, it's not. There we go. There we go. It did come out eventually. So we've got this. So that goes out here. And then it would go through all this stuff. I need it for something else. but so that needs to go. So anthracene. So that's anthracene. That's anthracene. Right. That goes in there, and then that can go through the entire system. Meanwhile, if I go over to this system here, right, coal. Actually, use my pickaxe for this. Right, coal goes into this area. This is all very messy. Not least because these aren't. Why aren't these not moving? There we go. We've now got green dye. Excellent. Unfortunately, I need quite a bit of it because, yeah, I need to put it in here. I can't do this, can I? No, nope. Need quite a bit of it to get it working. But yeah, green dye is achieved. Not entirely automatic green dye, but that will come later later on. But this is almost there. Okay, I could probably do this for now, and then we'll get this running. That is, yeah. Is there a dynamo that runs off fuel? I wonder. Dynamo. I think there is. It'll be the. I think it might be the compression one. You know. Yeah, it'll be the compression dynamo. And yeah, running that off refined fuel will get me a huge amount of RF. Right, okay, good to know that, because that's all going to have to be sorted out. In fact, I will just get these ones up and running, so I can at least keep this going. Goes in there and comes out up here. I mean, really, I would do this. I think it just looks a lot more compact. I don't have any casings on me. Why don't I have any casings on me? I've put my casings down somewhere. I had quite a few. That's fine. I can do it the other way for now. Just get it running, basically. I can neaten it all up later. So that needs more fuel. That's fine. Well, I think I'm going to end this little stream here. It's kind of kept me going to get this green dye going. So all of this is going to be making circuits. So it goes through each phase. So eventually I'll be able to get an AE system up and running. But yeah, there's a lot of systems that are required in order to get the circuits going. This isn't even the end. It gets doped with green dye, and then something happens. I think it goes into a smelter. It cooks the smelter, and then it goes back into boards, and then it goes on. It goes on and on and on and on. In fact, this is the one that I'm doing at the moment. This is the stretch. So it's gone through all of that, and we've kind of got all this going on as well. Sort of bits and pieces that have been put in. And then, so I've been working on this bit today. So that's to get the liquid green dye. That's then put into the spouts to create the masked PCB. And then it goes into the induction smelter to dry it. And then it gets stacked once they get stacked again. To make that. And then PCB blueprint on one of these makes a loot package to make the legend assembly package, which then needs to go through the assembly controller again with a laser, and then nickel needs to be poured onto it. Some nickel and then gold needs to be put onto it to make the unassembled PCB. Yeah, and then it needs to go through another control thing, another assembly controller, and then another assembly controller. Then it needs to be sandpapered and then washed. It goes on and on and on, and then you smoke it, and then you get a finished PCB at the end of it. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a long path, and I'm only probably about halfway, maybe a little bit over. Some of it is just going to be very easy machines to make. I've certainly got tons of these that I can use. That's all fine. It's just, making sure that I've got auto crafters to make sandpaper and all that sort of thing. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Green dye has been accomplished, so I'm happy with that. So with that, I will say thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.